Hey guys, Wayne here. So in this video, I'm going to talk about marketing. I can see a lot of you guys don't fully grasp the fundamental of marketing, what actually marketing means. So in this video, I'm going to talk about not the skills or techniques, but the actual fundamental of marketing, the things that you have to understand in order to do any sort of marketing. It's either you're a marketer, or either you own a business, either you are just a regular consumer who wants to understand how actually marketing works. This is a video that you should be watching. So let me break this down very easy. So there are two ways of understanding marketing. One is value proposition. Second one is statistic approach. They are not two different segments. It's just a way of approach of understanding marketing. Because in the end, you have to understand from both sides to fully understand the fundamental of marketing. Is value proposition and statistic approach. So let's look at the value proposition approach. This is where most people say, oh, I'm fooled by their marketing, or that is a scam. They don't know what they're talking about. They're overpricing shit. It doesn't worth it. This is the part where it makes most people feel that way. Okay. Value proposition means you're creating a value to something that doesn't worth anything. So for example, I have a remote control here. So if I say, hey, there's a remote control here. Do you want to buy it for $5? You'll say no, right? You don't even know what this is. So this remote is just a remote. It's just a plastic remote with two batteries in it, right? If I offer you this remote, you'll say no, because you don't see the value in this. So what value proposition is, you're giving a value into this remote, which is this is to control your lighting system, which dictates the quality of your video image. Just like this right now. If you can use your remote control to turn on your light like this to make your image quality better, you can make better YouTube videos, you can make better content, grab higher volume of attention from people, which most likely to convert towards your business, which will help you increase your sales. So this remote is something that will dictate your image quality of your content quality. So this remote control is $5. Do you want it? Yes. So this is value proposition. You're basically giving a reason, you're providing a reason on this remote, not to the people, on this remote, what it actually does to people. Because if you only look at this remote, this is just a plastic piece of shit just with two batteries in it. This is worth nothing. This probably costs few cents just to make it. If I'm offering this for $5 or even $10, you would not buy it. But if I tell you that what this remote does and the function of this remote is something that you need, just like this lighting system, right? You will pay $5 for this remote to make your image quality better like this. This is value proposition. So there are many ways to do this value proposition, such as now if you look at the bigger examples, just like Apple, Hermes, Rolex, for example. Let's compare these brands versus the other brands, Samsung, Casio, or any type of factory made bags that cost anywhere from $10 to $50, or Amazon branded bags, right? They all provide their own reason why people need to use their products, right? Samsung, for example, they're giving reasons, oh, we have a superior quality, we have a superior technology on this phone, so that you can take better photos. Our screen is dual screen or folded screen. You have such an amazing technology so that you can enjoy your user experience and you can enjoy your time spending on this phone, right? This is the type of value proposition that they provide to customers. So for example, Apple, they use different type of value propositions, such if you use this phone, you can actually create better content, you can take better photos by properly calibrated color science, having better lens. If you're a cinematographer, if you're a content creator, you can create better contents, and it actually looks expensive, looks premium, looks professional. You can make someone feel that you're professional. You can give a quality impression. That is a type of value proposition that people and businesses do using marketing. So this is the first way to approach marketing. If you realize so far from based on the things that I mentioned just now, don't you think it's weird? Because every brand have their own story. Every brands are trying to communicate their unique values or their unique reason. They're making all these reasons to people so that people will buy from them, right? So that is marketing. That is value proposition. You're giving value to something that is not valuable. Just like if you can provide your unique value to this plastic remote, you can sell them. The purpose of using this phone is to actually call someone, text someone, communicate with people, be on social media, take photos. You can do that with every sort of phones, but people choose choose. Some of them buy Nokia, buy Samsung, or buy BlackBerry, buy Apple. Everybody have their own reason to buy something. At the same time, every companies in this world are providing their own reason why people should buy their product. So if you see from this perspective, the act of marketing is ultimately to find people who resonate with your message, with your words, with your brand. It is not to deceive people. It is not to fool people. The only purpose of doing marketing is to find people who resonate with your message. That is the only reason. So that is why there is no reason to just go to a random business or criticize other people for using certain brands, criticize some sort of businesses that they are fooling people, they're scamming people, they're overpricing, and all this criticize. You don't have to do it because you understand that they are trying to deliver their values and their message to people who resonate with their message. If you don't resonate, that's fine. That's 100%, that's perfectly normal. Because if you think about it, when you talk about your own beliefs and your own opinions to thousands of people, of course there are people who won't agree with you, and there will be people who agree with you, and there will be people who will fall in love with your message. It's just normal. That's not something weird. If you talk to 1,000 people, it's just so much normal that there will be divided audience of people who agree with you or who don't agree with you. Same thing goes to business. When they have their own value, they are trying to deliver their message to the large volume of market. It is so normal that there are people who resonate with their brand who don't resonate with their brand. But the only thing is, if you realize this, if you learn this fundamental, now you don't have the reason to criticize other brands because you understand that they are trying to communicate their value to people who only resonate with their message, right? If you don't resonate, that's fine. There will be other brands who provide right message that you resonate, and all you have to do is just go to that business or go to that people, share your values together. That is healthier way to actually look at marketing. It's just like making friends. If you meet someone and this person doesn't resonate with you, you won't make friends. Our hobbies are different, the way we talk is different, the things that he likes, the things that I like are different. We won't make friends. But if you find someone who loves soccer, we have similar hobbies, we share similar values, then of course you will be friends. And there is no universal right or wrong. It's all about finding those who resonate with your message, resonate with yourself. That is the whole point of value proposition. This is what you call a branding. That's why depending on how you brand yourself or how you brand your business, it will dictate the market, it will dictate the audience of people who will resonate with your brand based on how you brand your business or how you brand yourself. So that's why how you talk with your other people, how you talk to your friends, that is all part of your self-branding act. Same thing goes to business. Same concept, right? There is no reason for other people to say shit about your opinion or say shit about your values or your life goals, because that's all part of your value, right? There is no reason for other people to say shit to you. If you don't resonate with anything, if you don't resonate with some people's actions or values, all you have to do is just, that person they have different perspective from me. You won't make friends, but I respect you. That's human being. That's what we call relationships. Marketing is the same thing. And that is the fundamental of marketing. And the second way to approach marketing is statistic approach. If you are someone who more familiar with numbers and who are, statistically smarter rather than emotions, like if logic is something more important compared to emotions, this is where you will understand better. Statistic approach is completely easy. It's just simple math. It's just numbers. So let's say you own a restaurant where your rent is $40,000 a month. You have a very high traffic in front of your restaurant. And let's say your foot traffic amount is 1 million people every single month and your rent is $40,000. And the thing you have to consider is your location is also part of your marketing, right? It's also an advertising act, your marketing act. The money that you put in there, the $40,000 monthly rent, is counted as an ad spend, right? So if you're spending $40,000 a month on location, you have 1 million people of foot traffic. Let's say you're doing 400 or 500 covers every single day, which is equal to 15,000 people a month. Let's say you're doing 15,000 covers in a month. So that's 15,000 people divided by 1 million people is 1.5% of conversion rate. Yeah, so 15,000 people covers a month divided by 1 million people of traffic is 1.5%. So the amount of people who pass in front of your stores and who see see your signboards and that the percentage of people who would most likely to come into your restaurant is 1.5% of them every single month. So that is what is called a conversion rate. And in this case, when you are showing your signboard to 1 million people every single month and 15,000 people choose to come dine into your restaurant, that is 1.5% conversion rate. And considering that you're spending $40,000 a month on a rent, 40,000 divided by $15,000, 15,000 people is just spending roughly about $2.6 to acquire one customer, which is called CAC, which you call customer acquisition cost. As you can see from here, it's all divisions, is all total amount of money you spend divided by this amount of numbers. You get the percentage, right? And marketing and advertising is all about this number. It's all this number approach. That's why it's called statistic approach. How much are you spending? How much you're getting back? How much people are you reaching? And how many of them are converting? How much are you making back? So this very simple example that I just gave you is a statistic approach. It's just numbers. There's no any emotion involved. It's just 100% logic, 100% math. That is what it is. So a marketer's job is to make this number a better number. They're thinking of all these ideas. What can they do to make these people convert even better? Can we make a new signboard? Can we make a patio? Or can we make an extra signboard? Or can we be on social media? Can we have a better offer? Can we have a better deal? Can we have a happy hour? What can we do in order to make this conversion rate or make this return on ROI, return on investment? What can we do to make this number a better number? That is a marketer's job. And they're using a value proposition techniques to fulfill the statistic results. That is marketing. So that's why if you're a marketer or if you're a sole business owner who's trying to do marketing, you have to understand this both sides. Statistic approach, value proposition approach. Because you're using value proposition techniques to fulfill your statistic results. And it is very important when you're doing marketing, it is 50% important. You have to do a statistic approach. If you're running your kitchen, it's very important to approach your food cost in a statistic approach. Let's say your initial food cost, your theoretical food cost was 25%, and this month you calculated everything and your expense ends up being 35% food cost. And you as a chef has to find out where that 10% difference comes from, right? That's your job. So there might be many reasons for it. For example, it might be theft, it might be overportioning, you might have messed up your initial food cost calculations, or you might messed up your pricing list, your supply vendor might have increased their product cost. So whatever reason there might be, your job is to find out the cause and to fix it. That is a statistical approach because numbers don't lie. Remember, numbers don't lie. Marketing is the same thing. When you're spending $100, $1,000, $10,000 every single month on something, you have to calculate the return of the $10,000 of the money that you spend, or it can be straight away monetary returns. It can be the money that you're spending to increase whatever the value proposition techniques that you're currently executing. Whatever you're doing, marketer's job is to find out where your money is flowing into, what your spend is actually doing to yourself or to your business. These are the two ways of understanding marketing. So I want you to understand that marketing is not a scam. Marketing is not fooling people. Marketing is not lying. It's basically you're adding value to a product or a service or even people that is not a high value product or that is not a high value service. It's just like dressing up properly. Imagine you're on a business meeting. You cannot just wear a t-shirt and a ripped off jeans, right? It's not the jeans and a shirt is wrong. It's just you're not branding yourself properly. That's how you should approach it. If you're going to club, if you're going to bar, totally fine. But if you're going to a high value meeting, you're going there to close a deal, you wouldn't show up there wearing a sandal and a beach look, right? You're not going to be there like that. If you're trying to reach to a certain market, you have to brand yourself apart. I hope this video helped you a little more of understanding what marketing is and branding is. First of all, I really hope that a lot of business owners who are watching this can implement this idea to their own business, or if you're a regular consumer, that's fine. I hope this video helped you a little better to understand the fundamental of marketing and to see marketing itself a little more different than what you've been initially seeing. So that's for today, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.